Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on Cool FM Live Sports for the last day of the Warren Ballpark Classic here in Bisbee, Arizona. Up next for you on that, well, in the first game, St. David beating Willcox to the tune of 10-1 in the opening game of the day today. This is going to be game 2 on the docket. The Willcox Cowboys are taking on the Ray Bearcats. The Ray Bearcats, the 1A winless team, has come into this Warren Ballpark Classic, dispatched to the Tombstone Yellow Jackets 5-2, and they beat the Bisbee Boomers last night 8-7. So they're trying to finish the trifecta and knock off the Willcox Cowboys. On the mound today for the Cowboys is going to be Smooth Joe Sanchez. And on the mound today for the Ray Bearcats is going to be Seth Wade, number 3. But yeah, I told the Ray Bearcats coaches, I walked into the stadium today and I'm like, who are you? And I'm just giving down here, giving Tombstone the what for, giving Bisbee the what for, and now trying to get out of here with a trifecta against our Cochise County teams and the Willcox Cowboys. So talking with Coach Ward about about his team, and about what happened with the St. David game, and just, again, they're a young team, and just, maybe a little lacking on the discipline side, but Coach Ward is definitely going to get that squared away. Another windy, blustery day here in Bisbee, Arizona. It's been a windy tournament. It's been a windy week. Talking with the coaches, we're all kind of sharing the same sentiment. We are tired. This weather is just breaking us down. That's why I'm in the booth today to try to shield myself from it as much as I can. But coaches have met at the mound, and we're about to get action underway here in Bisbee, Arizona. But before we do, please allow me to thank some of the people who make this broadcast possible for you, like American Southwest Credit Union. Better rates and personalized service. Go to ascu.org. They are an equal opportunity lender. Thank you to SOSI, S-O-S-I. Every pass, every play, every goal. They're with us every step of the way. Go to SOSI.com to learn more. Thanks to Right Way, serving all of Cochise County, doing plumbing, electrical, heating, and cooling the right way. And proud to support our sports broadcasts, like our nonstop coverage of the Warren Ballpark Classic, going from Wednesday through Saturday. Thanks to Ginger's Title Services, Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard. The one with the pink door, open Saturdays 9 to 2. Thanks to Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, internet, and television. Go to allofiber.com to learn the fiber difference. Thanks to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. You can find Grasshopper on Facebook. Thanks to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. Make an appointment with a physical therapy doctor today, 520-432-6435. Thanks to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. Thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, give them a call, 717-599-2439. Thank you to the MORSE Automotive Group, formerly the Lolly Automotive Group. Gets your next new or used vehicle at any one of their Sierra Vista locations. Thank you to Silver Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for serving our community. But as I said, Smooth Joe Sanchez on the mound for the Willcox Cowboys today, trying to get Willcox a win in this tournament. Again, the Ray Bearcats trying to finish the trifecta. A 1A team about 20 minutes east of Apache Junction coming in here and just giving our best teams the business. Of course, Anthony Morales, Ant-Man, will be behind the plate today, catching for Smooth Joe. But the coach is making their way over to third base, and so, again, action just about to get underway here. And Jeremy Meyer, the DJ, making sure that I talk nonstop throughout this broadcast with the music. So, of course, the Zuckerberg police will take down the stream the moment they hear Tupac rapping, not over the sound of my voice. But again, we've been covering the Warren Ballpark Classic since Wednesday. Opened with Bisbee Pumas taking on St. David, and we just had nonstop action since. But we're going to conclude it today. The Willcox Cowboys taking on the Ray Bearcats. Well, the warm-up pitch is just about concluded. And new lineup than what I saw on Thursday. So this lineup today is going to be led off by Jesse James, who's had himself one heck of a tournament. Followed by number 16. Well, again, they gave me a lineup card not in numerical order. I don't even have a 16 on here. I'm assuming that's going to be Mark Chester. And then Logan Rice at the 3-hole. But yes, it's going to be led off by Jesse James. Oh, excuse me, James Ruiz. Again, this is not in numerical order, so it's kind of tough to go up and down on it. So James Ruiz at the plate, the lefty. First pitch from Smooth Joe is a ball, 1-0. 1-0 delivery coming in. That's a strike on the outside corner, 1-1. 1-1 pitch into Ruiz. Outside, 2-1. A 2-1 delivery coming in from Sanchez. That's going to be high, 3-1. Sanchez threatening to walk the opening runner of this game. Again, Willcox just losing 10-1 in the last game to the St. David Tigers. So looking to finish this tournament strong. That is going to be lifted into center field. Should be a can of corn. Oh, it turns into a diving can of corn, but either way, one down for the Cowboys in the top half of the first. Now making his way to the plate here. Got him listed at number 16, and I don't have a 16 on here, but his name is Mark, so I'm assuming it's Mark Chester. That ball's in the dirt, 1-0. It is Mark Chester. I heard them calling it from the dugout, so here we go. They just have a different number today. Swinging strike. Sanchez blows it by him, 1-1. Here we are. That's going to be outside, 2-1. So top half of the first inning, still nothing. Only one out in this game. Mark Chester at the plate. Smooth Joe on the mound. Two on delivery. That's going to be a tough play out there. Just foul. So it's going to be 2-2. Yeah, if that had landed fair, that was a tricky ball. So now 2 strikes on the hitter. Folks, anybody out there, don't be afraid to tell me how it's sounding. I do have the ambient mic on, so if it's too windy, don't be afraid to let me know. Two and two pitch. High, 3-2. And the Ray dugout, again, on the verge of a trifecta over our Cochise County teams, are very chirpy in that dugout. Full count pitch. High, and he's going to put him on. Mark Chester is going to take first base. He's going to bring up our third hitter, Logan Rice, number 15. So now 1 runner on, 1 out here in the top of the first. Oh, and for all you folks at home, the special today on the final day of Warren Ballpark is a carne asada plate with beans and rice. Oh, it almost gets the pick off. Ant-Man tried to get the throw down there, but that is going to be a stolen base for Chester. 0-1 to the hitter. But yes, the Warren Ballpark special today, carne asada, half an hour wait list with beans and rice. I'm waiting on my plate to be delivered to me. Enjoy me some breakfast. And yes, I said breakfast. It's been a very long week. 0-1 pitch. into Rice. That's going to be in the dirt, 1-1. These kids are too funny and too creative in these dugouts. I hope you folks can pick up some of that on that microphone. That's a swing and a miss. 1-2. So Sanchez getting ahead of Rice. 1-2. See if he can sit him down. That's fouled back. Oh, Ant-Man's seen if he has a play. Oh, is that not Ant-Man behind the plate? That might be Reyes behind the plate. Trying to get the number. Let's see here. Let me take a look at this lineup card. That is Jerry Reyes behind the plate. Excuse me. 1-2. Sanchez trying to sit him down. There's a runner in scoring position. That's in the dirt, and the runner's going to go for third. Reyes is going to try to gun him down. Oh, and he had the throw, but unable to put it down. Juan Cordova at third, just unable to get the ball into his glove and get the tag down because the throw was on time. So now a runner 90 feet away, 2-2 count. It's not as bad today as it has been the last 2 days, but still pretty windy out there. And 2-2, that's going to be fouled. See if he can make the play on it. Makes a life decision and not throwing himself into the fence to make the catch. So that ball will hit the ground. Logan Rice still alive in the box. Emilio Diaz-Lopez at the ballpark earlier. They don't play till 6 o'clock. But yet here he is. That ball is going to be hit past Cordova. That's going to be 1-0 Ray to open this game. Logan Rice is going to stay on first base. The Ray Bearcats once again. Here they come against the Willcox Cowboys. Cleanup hitter today is going to be Seth Wade. Also the gentleman that will be on the mound for the Ray Bearcats. First pitch, that's a swing and a miss. 0-1. One pitch outside, 1-1. He's going to try to gun him at first, but the ball just hits the runner in the leg. Coaches of Ray just telling the kids, just base knocks is all we need, one step at a time. So now 1-1. Seth Wade's going to sky it into left field. Oh, and the left fielder misplays the ball. So that is going to put runners on first and second. That's going to be an error on the left fielder for the Cowboys, which today is Jojo Rodriguez. Again, it's pretty bright out there. I mean, it's baseball. Everybody knows what it is, but easy to lose track of balls in the bright sun. Yeah, again, it's just been a really windy tournament. Tough to track a lot of these balls. So now 2 on. Shows bunt. And good pullback on the bunt attempt because that was a ball. Now I'm getting confused. Wasn't Seth Wade just at the plate? Didn't he just make that hit? Now it's back. He's not back at the plate. So Seth Wade's still at the plate. Nothing. They're confusing me. Oh, excuse me. That was R.J. Nunez at the up last. So this is Seth Wade. Excuse me. R.J. Nunez was the one that hit that ball in the left field. My grandpa moment of the game. a third grandchild that should be here in about 3 weeks. 2-1 pitch. Catches the outside corner, 2-2. So 2 runners on for Seth Wade. Apologize to RJ for not recognizing you on that piece of hitting. Two and two, that's going to be outside. 3-2. So full count. Sanchez is going to have to just one pitch at a time get these hitters out of there. Willcox again trying to get out of this tournament with a win in their final game. That's going to be knocked in the left over the head of JoJo Rodriguez. That's all the way to the wall. Ground rule double. So that's going to put runners on second and third, and the score is going to go 2-0 Ray Bearcats. Auspicious start for the Willcox Cowboys. Nelson, you don't have Paul's number, do you, by chance? Okay, I was just curious. Because he did not share this over to the Cool FM main page. Oh, yeah, no, I misread the card. It was my fault. I got you. And that is a swing and a miss. That's Chris Curiel at the plate, number 4. So 2-0 Ray Bearcats here in the top of the first. Only 1 out, 2 runners in scoring position. So Curiel with a chance to increase his lead even more. That's going to be high, 1-1. Again, the Warren Ballpark Classic being played at the oldest active baseball stadium in the country. 20-plus Hall of Famers have played here, including Connie Mack and Jim Thorpe. That ball is going to be high, 2-1. So just about the most historic place you can play a high school baseball game. The only 2A baseball stadium in the state of Arizona that has lights on it. So the Pumas play a lot of night games here. 2-1 to Curiel. That ball's in the dirt, 3-1. Sanchez trying to avoid walking the bases loaded. Already down 2-0. That ball, that's going to be a walk. Bases now loaded. And here comes Asher Warren to the plate, number 44. Big opportunity for Asher. Again, 2-0 already. And they can make it a lot more here with another base hit. Sanchez is going to have to settle down on the bump. First pitch into Asher. High, 1-0. The Ray Bearcats. Oh, and that ball hits the almost hit Asher Warren. He ducked to avoid it, and the ball hits the bat. So that's going to be a strike. Lucky strike for Joe Sanchez that he didn't plunk a guy and give another run to the Bearcats. Again, the Ray Bearcats had an exciting win over the Pumas last night. They were up 6-1. The Pumas came roaring back to take a 7-6 lead, and then Ray took them down in the last inning. 2 runs, 8-7. So again, they are looking to complete the trifecta against Cochise County and knock out Tombstone, Bisbee, and Willcox. 2-1 pitch is going to be hit right to second base. He gets the out at first. And there's some baseball playing right there. Severo Torres. What Coach Ward's going to point out to him when he gets to the dugout is he could have just tagged that runner as it was running right by him and then threw the ball to first base. But that's just the stuff you learn as you start playing this game of baseball. And that's a plunked hitter. That's going to load the bases. So it's 3-0 Ray Bearcats. Bases loaded. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Sanchez appears to just be lacking that control today. He's got to tighten it up a little bit and just keep it in the zone. That's going to bring number 7, Jackson Cude, to the plate for the Bearcats. And that's another hit batter. Sanchez is just going to bring another runner in, 4-0. Ray Bearcats. Bases loaded. And again, Matt, when you get to the end of a tournament like this and the final game, there may not be too many arms behind Sanchez. So, already back to the top of the lineup, James Ruiz at the plate. And it's going to be dribbled to first. Willcox is going to get out of the inning, saving themselves, but down 4-0. But getting out of a bases loaded jam, it could have been worse than the 4 that's on the scoreboard. So the Willcox Cowboys going into the bottom half of the first, down 4-0. And in between innings, I am going to thank a couple of people that make this broadcast possible, like Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. Thank you for serving our community. And thanks to the MORSE Automotive Group, formerly the Lolly Automotive Group, trying to change your vehicle buying experience. So get your next new or used vehicle at any one of their locations. And we'll be back with you folks in just a moment. Willcox Cowboys are going to be led off by Jerry Reyes, followed by Smooth Joe Sanchez and Morales in the 3-hole. Ant-Man. So again, we'll be right with you folks in just a moment.
For a Saturday.
Seth Wade on the bump today for the Ray Bearcats. So let's see what he's able to do against the Willcox Cowboys bats. As Coach Ward talks about a lot, it is a young team, still learning. A couple of seniors on there, but a lot of underclassmen as well. And the teams arriving for the next game. Zawaro coming in here. They're going to be taking on the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. DJ Elias on the bump today. Said I only had one game on the docket today, but I'm positive that they're going to guilt trip me into doing a second. DJ does have a very special place in my heart. So here we go. Jerry Reyes coming to the plate for the Willcox Cowboys. Already down 4-0, so they're going to have to get these bats going right away. You want to be Cowboy strong, you got to keep your heads up and keep playing, baby. So Reyes at the plate. That ball's going to catch the outside corner, though. 0-1 to Reyes. Nice pitch by Wade. That ball's inside, 1-1. One and one delivery. Reyes going to foul it back to the street. 1-2. Reyes falling behind in the count. Again, should be about 10 minutes away from my carne asada plate. Very excited about that. That ball's going to be behind Jerry Reyes. Tried to decap his Tata. 2-2. Reyes went through on that one, and he's going to get gunned down. First strikeout of the game for Seth Wade. First out of the inning for the Willcox Cowboys. Second up to the plate is going to be Smooth Joe Sanchez. Already down 4-0. Going to try to help his own cause at the plate. That's going to be low and outside, 1-0. That's going to be outside, 2-0. Good eye by Smooth Joe on those first two pitches. Two-0 pitch. That low outside corner catches for a strike. Smooth Joe shakes his head, didn't like it, but he doesn't get to make that choice. 2-1 pitch. Sanchez is going to hit that down to third. Third baseman attacks. Throw is over and high. Smooth Joe is going to get to second base at least. So Smooth Joe getting an extra base off of the throwing error by the third baseman. So Willcox, a spark, and a runner in scoring position, and that's going to bring up Ant-Man Anthony Morales. So first pitch coming in from Wade into Ant-Man. Ant-Man skies back a fly ball. Catcher's not going to be able to get his hands on that one. So 0-1 to Ant-Man. Pickoff move is a decent one, but unsuccessful. So Sanchez is going to stay on second. Pitch in the dirt, 1-1. After these games today, I'm not leaving my house again until this wind is gone. That ball is lifted into center. See if it has enough. The center fielder does find it. Smooth Joe's going to try to take third, and does. So Willcox now with a runner 90 feet away. See if they can get a run and get one on the board and get back into this game. Already down early in the bottom of the first, 4-0. And here he comes, number 2, Ty Scholl. See if Ty can get an RBI for the Willcox Cowboys. Oh, big swing and a miss on that one. 0-1. Ty's still a junior. So, started last year as a sophomore, and he'll obviously be starting again as a senior. That ball's in the dirt, 1-1. Scholl tells Sanchez to stay where he's at. Don't try to steal home. And that ball is going to catch the outside corner, 1-2. I should be announcing the Willcox kids with the main mic when they come up to the plate. What am I doing? And that ball's low and in the dirt, so 2-2. Well, I didn't do it to start the game, so I can't do it now. Because Bisbee has walk-up music, so I can't do it during their games, but I can do it during these guys' games. Next year, Dave, next year. Oh, that's a rip into left center for Ty. That's an RBI. Sanchez going to come across the plate. So Ty Scholl putting the first run on the board for the Willcox Cowboys. Nice piece of hitting there. So now 4-1 in the bottom half of the first. And folks, in between innings, I'm going to have to run down to concessions really quickly, so bear with us. It'll just be radio silent for a moment, but I'll be back before the first pitch of the second inning. But just so you folks are aware, so now with Ty Scholl on first, that's going to bring Asher Ward to the plate. The kid. Ward is going to take a hack at it, foul it back, 0-1. A lot of baseball is being lost onto the street here in Bisbee, Arizona. It's better than Tombstone, where you'll never find them again. When you hit a foul ball in Tombstone, that ball has been given to God. You'll never see it again unless you want to go play with rattlesnakes and all that stuff. Tombstone, Arizona, the land where baseballs go to die. It's a beautiful ballpark. It's just where it's set up in the desert. Or, yeah, when you can foul it back, you're not going after it. The kids try to go after it, and I think they're crazy. 0-1 to Asher, 1-1 in the dirt. All right, Adrian Borquez in my chat. As soon as I can read it, then I will. Yes, and that ball is going to be up and not in time. So 2 runners on for the Willcox Cowboys. Adrian asked me if Ray is the real deal. Well, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. They beat Tombstone 5-2, a very impressive victory. RJ Nunez on the bump, only giving up 2 runs to the Yellow Jackets. You know what that means. And then what happened with Bisbee yesterday, especially to come out after blowing a 6-1 lead in the final inning and then getting it back for the win. So, I mean, the proof is it's in the pudding. Number 15, Jojo Rodriguez coming to the plate. 2 runners on for the Cowboys. Bottom of the first, 2 outs. That ball's low, 1-0. So Willcox with a spark here. Let's see if JoJo can keep this momentum rolling. 2-out rally for the Cowboys. Again, trying to get out of an early hole. That ball is going to hit JoJo. So now bases loaded for the Cowboys. And now their dugout starting to get a little energy provided by Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative. Here comes Severo Torres, numero 4 in your scorecards. Bases loaded. So jumping all over Seth Wade early. Again, same thing with Ray. You know, when you get to the ends of these tournaments, you don't have a lot of arms left. I was told that Wade is the number 2 pitcher for the Bearcats, but Willcox jumping all over him, and Severo with a big opportunity here. The ball's going to be high. Ty Scholl getting a little too far off of third base. Messing around with the head of the catcher. Behind the plate today is number 10, Mark Chester. And that pitch is across the plate for a strike. 1-1 to Torres. Severo's parents are usually in the stands supporting their boy. I don't know if they're here today. I haven't seen them, but that's a piece of hit right to center field, and that ball is down. 1 run for the Willcox Cowboys. Bases will remain loaded now 4-2, and we have ourselves an offensive slugfest here. And here's going to come the senior, Juan Cordova. Keep this 2-out rally going for the Cowboys. So you want to be a Cowboy, baby. Let's see if Cordova can keep the train rolling down the tracks. Oh, he tried with a swing and a miss, though. 0-1. I wish it wasn't so cold. I could take off my beanie and put on one of these sweet new Willcox hats that I got from Coach Ward. That's another swing and a miss by Cordova. 0-2. A little ahead of these pitches. Just got to watch the ball into the bat. Again, folks, in between innings, whenever that is, I have to run down to concession. So I will be back momentarily. So stick around. 1-2 pitch to Cordova. He's going to bat on the ball. It must have hit off his foot because that ball stayed fair. So our count will remain at 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Cordova gets sat down. Wade gets him. So Willcox getting a couple back, but they're going to be down 4-2 going into the top of the second. And folks, we'll be back with you in just one moment. All right. Sorry, folks. Had to Go relay some communication as I'm a solo broadcaster. Well, Nelson, of course. But just Nelson and I in the booth today. No Paul Quarter. In between innings, please allow me to thank the Sherry Outdoor team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, give them a call, 717-599-2439. And thank you to Barnett's Towing and Barnett's Propane, serving our community since 1963. Back to the plate for his second appearance of the game is Mark Chester. Again, Ray jumping out to a 4-2 lead early in the first inning. Here we are in the top of the second. Smooth Joe back on the bump. That ball's going to be hit right to short, into the glove of Ty Scholl, and over for the out. Well played by the Willcox Cowboys there. One down. That's going to bring Logan Rice back to the plate for his second plate appearance. Ray able to get through their lineup in the first inning. Willcox trying to settle it down after getting a couple runs back and trying to regain some of this momentum in this ballgame. First pitch into Rice. Rice is going to hit that one right to Ty Scholl. Ty Scholl gets that one in the glove. 2 for 2. Oh, he tried to throw him off the bag, but we had some acrobatic action there on first base. Ant-Man over there at first. Ty's making him do the splits. I thought they were friends. Oh, the carne asada has arrived. Again, Warren Ballpark, the special today, carne asada with beans. Best, that's all the coaches were talking about after they play their final game. Like, that's their reward. You get the carne asada plate. That pitch was inside. Let me get the number there. Number 8, RJ Nunez back to the plate. The gentleman I mislabeled in his first at bat, and I was let know about it right away. The Ray fans have figured out the Cool FM broadcast, and I'm glad they were able to join it so they can enjoy watching their kids. Again, they were a pretty decent drive away. That ball is going to be skied up. Sanchez calling everybody off, makes the play. Willcox 1-2-3 in the top of the second. Willcox 1-2-3 in that inning, getting out of it. So in between innings, I'd like to thank the Copper Queen Community Hospital. They have physical therapy departments in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas, providing the highest level of patient care. Make an appointment today, 520-432-6435. Also, thank you to Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County. You can find them on Facebook, for example, of their fine work. And these are the people that make it possible for you to watch these games for free on Cool FM Live Sports. So thank you again, Jeremy Meyer, for playing the music and not giving me a chance to take a quick break and take a bite of this carne asada. Always appreciate you. Nice. He didn't play music the last inning and a half. And then now, when I get booed, here comes the music. Even though I love this song. Again, thank you to the class of 2025 and the Bisbee Pumas for Carne Asada Day. They only do this on special days here in Bisbee, Arizona. I'm having problems. Thank God for Nelson. Thank God for Nelson. That's all I got to say. I'm having problems here. I did just see Coach Milligan at Tombstone, and I let him know I'm going to stick around and do the game, but DJ better win. That's all I have to say about that. If he doesn't win this game today, I'll never let him hear the end of it. Thank you. Oh, I was trying to get to the fork. So here we go. Willcox down 4-2, but a 1-2-3 top half of the second. So Willcox building up some momentum in this game. The first at the plate for the Willcox Cowboys. Number 8, I don't know if this is a player that we have seen before. Correa. Andres Correa at the plate for Willcox. 0-1. Fouled back 0-2. Oh, and 2 pitch into Correa. Ball is outside in the dirt. 1-2. One and 2 delivery. Correa's going to hit that right back to the pitcher. He fumbled it a little bit, but picks it up and throws him out for the first out of the inning. The bottom half of the second, 1 out. Willcox down 4-2. That's going to bring up Jerry Reyes to the plate, playing catcher today. This is the breakfast of champions right here, I tell you. And Reyes trying to keep the momentum going for the Cowboys. Fouls the first one off, 0-1. Oh and 1 outside. 1-1. One and 1 delivery. It's going to be knocked into center. Let's see if he has enough on it. He's going to get it over the head of the center fielder. Jerry Reyes going for 2, gambling a little bit. And successfully, Jerry Reyes in scoring position now with a double over the head of the center fielder. That's going to bring Smooth Joe Sanchez back to the plate with an RBI opportunity. We got 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Smooth Joe with a chance to tighten up this ball game. Bat on ball, foul ball. Coach Ward trying to catch that thing with his bare hands. Oh, that's nuts. So 0-1 now to Sanchez. Oh, he swings through that curveball. 0-2. Nice pitch by Wade. A lot of Ray fans here in person, considering how far away Ray is. A lot of support for their boys. That's going to catch the outside corner. Sanchez is going to get sat down on that one. Wade with another strikeout. 2 outs in the inning. And here comes Ant-Man. Let's see if Ant-Man can get this run across. Willcox doesn't want to waste these opportunities. Only 50 minutes left in this ballgame. So, Ant-Man trying to get him home. He did not go around on that. That's going to be 1-0. Pitch is a little low. Nelson, you want a piece of this card, eh? You know you do. Hey, take that hunk that's right there on top. I haven't touched that yet. Yeah. Pickoff attempt unsuccessful. You got to take care of Nelson, you know? You got to take care of Nelson. One and 0 to Ant-Man. He's going to hit it to second base. Oh, and that's scooped up, and that's going to end the inning. Ray Bearcats are going to go into the top of the third, still up 4-2. While they get warmed up, please allow me to thank Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, the one with the pink door, now open Saturdays, 9 to 2. And thank you to Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, internet, and television. Go to allofiber.com to learn the difference. Smooth Joe Sanchez is going to warm up, and as long as no music is playing, we'll be back with you in just a moment. Looks like Smooth Joe is just about ready here in the top of the third. Again, 4-2. Ray Bearcats trying to complete the Cochise County trifecta and take down the Willcox Cowboys. Willcox looking to end this tournament on a win and some positive momentum going forward in their season. So first at the plate is going to be Seth Wade, the pitcher for the Ray Bearcats. And they got sat down 1-2-3 in the second. Smooth Joe looking for some more of that in the third. First pitch into Wade. Low and outside. 1-0. That ball's going to be lifted into center, right in between the defenders. Single for Seth Wade to start off the third inning. Good piece of hitting. Hit it where they ain't, they say. That's exactly what he did there. So now coming to the plate, number 4, Chris Curiel. Pulls back the bunt, ball in the dirt. That's going to lead to a stolen base for Wade. So 1-0 to the hitter. Runner now in scoring position for the Bearcats. I got somebody in my chat asking me the score. It's 4-2 Ray over the Cowboys in the top of the third. No outs. Chris Curiel at the plate. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Two-0 pitch to Curiel. It's going to be high, 3-0. He is going to take that one for a strike. Smooth Joe getting back into this at bat, 3-1. Three and one coming in. Swing and a miss. Back to a full count. Smooth Joe try to get the first out of this third inning. Three-2 is going to be hit to second. Let's see if he has time to make the play. He does. The runner's going for home, and he's going to get there successfully. That's going to make it 5-2. Good base running by Seth Wade. All gas, no brakes. He rounded third and didn't even think about slowing down. And puts another run on the board for the Bearcats. It's going to bring Asher Warren to the plate for a second plate appearance. So now 5-2. Bearcats on top of the Cowboys. That ball's going to be a little high, 1-0. Now 2-0 to Asher from Sanchez. I mean, Willcox now finding themselves down 3 runs again. Got to get out of this inning. And that's it right to Cordova, but Cordova can't get the ball in his glove. Another error on Cordova. This is having a little bit of a struggle today at third. The hot corner. That's going to put another runner on for the Bearcats. And now, number 6, Jesse James has found his way into the box. Jesse James pulls back the bunt attempt. Ball is going to be outside. 1-0. That's going to be lifted into left center. Let's see if they can make the play. Asher Ward makes a diving catch in center field. I believe that's who's playing center, yes. And that is who's playing center. Another diving catch for Asher Ward. He's making a lot of those this year. That was a tough play defensively. Asher Ward able to cover the ground and make the play. His father, Coach Ward, telling me that come football season, Asher's going to be as much of a, if not a bigger problem than his brother Landon. Number 7, Jackson Cued back at the plate for the Bearcats. 2 outs here in the top of the third. And Coach Ward's going to come out and talk to Smooth Joe about something. Give me just a moment. We'll be right back with you in just 1 second. And folks, hopefully you've at home wondering why the shot that you're getting today is different than the shots that you were getting yesterday from Paul Corder. Well, Paul Corder's a crazy person, and he sat down there in that freezing cold with that camera on the fence to make sure you get the best shot possible. After 5 days of being in this cold, I didn't have the fortitude to do it myself, so I decided to jump into this comfy booth with Nelson and stay a little warmer today. Hopefully not end up in the hospital after this week. So again, 5-2, Bearcats on top in the top of the third. Jackson Cued at the plate. All right, so 1-0 delivery coming in from Smooth Joe. That's going to be a little foul flare that's going to land safely, 1-1. Reyes gave it a run, but didn't have a chance to get his glove on that one. So Bearcats with a runner on first and a 3-run lead in the top of the third. It's going to be fouled off, second strike on Cued. Sanchez trying to get out of this inning. I believe, if I heard coaches correctly, there's only one arm behind Sanchez. They're going to run him as long as they can today. There's 41 minutes on that clock here. These are timed games in these tournaments. 1-2, and he gets him. Smooth Joe says sit down, gets Willcox out of the inning, but they still find themselves down 3 going into the bottom of the third. In between innings, please allow me to thank Right Way, now serving all of Cochise County, doing heating, plumbing, electrical, and cooling. The Right Way, happy to support their sports broadcasters. The ones that have been out here for all week long at the Warren BALLPARK Classic. And also thank you to SOSI. It's SOSI, every play, every step, every goal. They're with us every step of the way. So go to SOSI.com to learn more. Also, thank you to American Southwest Credit Union with better rates and personalized service. They are an equal opportunity lender. Go to ascu.org for a better banking experience. So the Ray Bearcats out there warming up. Seth Wade still on the mound, number 3. So the Willcox Cowboys down 3. Again, trying to get out of this thing with a win. They're still smiling. They're still having a good time. Looks like Jerry Reyes is trying to say something to the booth. Who's he talking to? Oh, he's talking to a parent. Jerry trying to communicate with one of the parents out here. So Seth Wade warms up, and Willcox tries to get themselves prepared for the massive comeback that they're about to launch. So here comes Ty Scholl to the plate. Singing Sweet Home Arizona all summer long. Ty Scholl looking to get this party started for the Willcox Cowboys. Again, down 3 in the bottom of the 3rd. But Ty Scholl's going to get all that momentum back here with another base knock. That ball's in the dirt. 1-0. One and 0 to Ty. He is going to lift that thing into left center. I don't know if anybody's going to be able to get to it, and they're not. Ty Scholl with another good piece of hitting. 2 for 2 on the day. Exactly what Willcox needed to get the bottom of the 3rd inning started. Down 5-2. That's going to bring the kid back up to the plate, Asher Ward. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. Runner on first. Ty threatening Chester with a steal, but stays on first. A 1-0 pitch coming into the kid. That's going to hit the outside corner, 1-1. Good location there by Wade. A 1-1 pitch. That's going to be high, 2-1. I know he's Coach's son, and Coach beams about his kid, but Coach is also a very honest man, so with very good right does he talk highly of Asher Ward and what he is going to be for the future of the Willcox Cowboys. So 2-1 now to the kid. Fouled back, 2-2. Asher just trying to get bat on ball and keep the momentum going for the Cowboys. Hopefully get them out of this tournament with a last game victory. And that's going to be dribbled to third. Let's see if he can make the play on it. He cannot. So Asher Ward is going to get the infield single. 2 on now. No outs for the Cowboys. That's going to bring up JoJo Rodriguez. So we have ourselves a ball game here. The second game on the slate for today, followed by Zawaro Cougars against the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Zawaro. And we're going to be finishing this tournament off 6 p.m. tonight with the Bisbee Pumas. We'll go ahead and beat San Manuel and finish this thing off properly. Thanks to everybody that joined me here on Cool FM's Live Sports today for a free broadcast of the Warren Ballpark Classic, 4-day affair here in Bisbee, Arizona. The land of dandies and dreamers. My home. My beautiful, beautiful, very windy home. So nobody out. outside 1-0. Coach Ward giving us some major league signs over there. Maybe calling for a hit and run from Rodriguez. Again, they've got to try to steal some of these runs back. He might get a little aggressive with it. Oh, that's going to be a bunt. And a good one by JoJo. Let's even get him out at first. He does not. He throws him off the bag. Bases loaded for the Cowboys. No outs here in the bottom of the third. And Willcox on the comeback trail. So you want to be a Cowboy. And here comes Severo Torres, numero 4 in your scorecards. Severo Torres, a big RBI opportunity for the Cowboys. All right, I'm awake now. All right, you win. I'm here. And no, you're not going to guilt trip me into watching Bisbee play tonight. It's not going to happen. 1-0. That's a strike. 0-1. Oh, yeah. Oh, Nelson. Oh, I caught him. Hadn't changed the scoreboard, so it's 0-1. Excuse me. That's another bunt. The bunt landed right in front of home plate, so that's going to end up being a double play for the Ray Bearcats. No runs scored. So Juan Cordova coming up to the plate, struck out in his last appearance, but they need him in a big way now. I love the strategy from Coach Ward, trying to play some small ball. But now with 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, Willcox cannot waste this opportunity. So we got to figure out a way for Cordova to get on first base. Oh, that went right over the head of Cordova. Of course, you always want to say, just take it. But that one was at his head, not his shoulder. So we're going to make a light decision on that one. 1-0. Inside and high, 2-0. 2-0 delivery to Cordova. That's going to catch the outside corner, 2-1. Wade trying to get out of this jam that he put himself in. This would be a huge spot for the Bearcats. Cordova is going to hit that. It just rolls foul. If that had stayed fair, that was going to score a run. The third baseman did not have a jump on that ball, but it just rolls foul. So 2-2. You'll stick around. I will be sticking around for the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. The DJ Elise will be on the bump today, so we will have 2 games broadcast here on Cool FM Sports. That ball's going to be ripped to short. Let's see if Cordova can beat the throw. He cannot. So the Bearcats get out of the third inning without giving up any runs in a bases-loaded jam. The score will remain 5-2. 32 minutes left to play in this one. And then we'll have a small break, and then we will watch the Tombstone Yellow Jackets try to take out the 4A the Cougars. The more I try, the worse it gets. I cannot say that word. Nope. I'm done. Cougars. In between innings, please allow me to thank Sulphur Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for serving our community. And thank you to the Ed Morris Automotive Group. Get your next new or used vehicle at any one of their locations. So, Smooth Joe back on the mound for the Cowboys here in the top of the 4th. So we'll be back with you in just a moment after a couple of warm-up pitches. Stick around. Like I said, we got 2 games here today. We're going to finish this thing off with the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Looks like the warm-ups are just about concluded. Willcox down 3. They're going to have to get out of this inning quickly to give themselves enough time to try to come back in this game. The smoke from the grill going all over the ballpark, tantalizing everybody. And carne asada day here at Warren Ballpark. Delicious, I might add. Looks like James Ruiz, the leadoff hitter, will be starting off this inning. Followed by Mark Chester and Logan Rice. Smooth Joe taking a couple of extra warm-up pitches here. Ruiz is like, I'm ready to go, baby. Now, again, 5-2 here, top of the fourth. Ray Bearcats looking to complete the Cochise County trifecta, knock off the Willcox Cowboys. After an impressive victory over Tombstone 5-2 and a comeback victory over Bisbee at the last second, 8-7. Again, Smooth Joe and Willcox trying to just get out of this thing 1-2-3 and give themselves a chance to win this game. Our ball's in the dirt, 1-0. Again, bases loaded opportunity in the last game, or in the last inning, and Willcox is not able to capitalize. One and 0. That's in the dirt, 2-0. Ruiz all over that plate. Foot on the line in the batter's box. That's right across the middle for a strike. Good delivery by Sanchez. His mom's in the house today. Traveled down from Willcox, Arizona to enjoy the game. Two and one. That's going to be lifted into right field, but right to the right fielder. Easy out for the Cowboys. One down. And Mark Chester coming to the plate now. Number 10. The two-hole hitter for the Bearcats. Willcox got to sit him down and get out of this inning. Oh, and Sanchez is going to hit his third batter of the game. Chester is going to go to first base now with one out here in the top of the fourth. That's going to bring Logan Rice to the plate, the three-hole hitter, now with a runner on. I mean, it hurts no matter what the temperature is getting hit by a baseball, but when it's cold or windy like this, oh, yay. First pitch into Rice, hit right to third. Cordova is going to make that play. Throw is over short, no good, past the first baseman. So again, Willcox could have gotten out of the inning, but what's becoming an unfortunate theme for them is errors in the field. You know, and when you have these, I'm not going to take credit for these words because I was talking with Coach Todd, talking to baseball with Coach Todd during the St. David Willcox game. You know, he's talking about if you're a small town school, it's errors. Errors will really burn you in baseball. Man, that's going to be a stolen base by Ray now. Two runners in scoring position. Reyes wasn't going to risk letting a run score trying to get that player out. So, two runners in scoring position. Tough spot for the Cowboys. They can't give up any more. 1-0, that goes right across the inside corner for a strike. And number 8 at the plate, RJ Nunez. Now 1-1. RJ Nunez, the number 1 pitcher for the Ray Bearcats, coaches have told me. And that's a hit right to Cordova. He can't get the ball out of his glove. That's going to score a run, 6-2. I don't even know where the ball is. But that's going to score a run, 6-2. Runners on the corners now. Just having a rough day. Juan Cordova. It'd be like that sometimes. That's going to bring Seth Wade back to the plate. He's going to hit that into left field. That's going to be another run scored. But that ball gets past the left fielder. Oh, my goodness. Lack of focus is going to bring in extra runs. So that's going to lead to 3 bases for Seth Wade. Another run on the scoreboard. Now 8-2 Ray. And it looks like they may just get out of here with that Cochise County trifecta. This lack of focus out there for the Willcox defense leading to some extra runs scored, unnecessary runs scored. Chris Curiel now back to the plate with a runner on third. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 4th. So we may not see a 5th inning on this one. Pitch is right across the plate, but apparently high. So that's going to be 1-0. I do have the perfect vantage point up here in this wonderful booth. Directly line of sight over the back of the umpire. That's going to catch the outside corner, though, 1-1. So, Ray Bearcats up 8-2 here in the top of the 4th. That's a swing and a miss by Curiel, 1-2. So 1-2 pitch into Curiel. See if Smooth Joe can get a strikeout here. Pitch is inside, 2-2. Again, just 23 minutes left in this one, roughly. And stick around because the next up, the Tombstone Yellow Jackets and DJ Elias on the bump. That's going to be fouled back. Count will remain 2-2 to Curiel. And DJ pitching today. That's what inspired me to stick around. So 2-2. Sanchez, it's going to be outside. Full count now to Curiel. Smooth Jones has got to put one over the plate and make him hit it. Don't try to get too fancy with it. Just make him be a hitter. Showing bunt on 3, too. Obviously not doing that. And that's going to be a walk. Curiel's going to end up on first base. Runners now on the corners. And the Bearcats looking for some extra Tanya Osato insurance runs. Asher Warren back to the plate. Number 44. 4-4. That is a ball. Reyes tried to throw him out down there, but so 1-0. Now 2 runners in scoring position. He went around on that one, 1-1. One and one pitch into Asher, swings through that one, 1-2. Sanchez getting ahead on a lot of these counts is not finishing the job. One and two pitch. That ball's in the dirt. Good stop behind the plate by Reyes to keep runners from coming across the plate. So 2-2 to count. That ball's in the dirt right behind Reyes. Full count. So like I said, Sanchez able to get ahead of these hitters was just not putting them away. And now back to a full count at the plate. So Warren trying to extend this lead for the Bearcats. Sanchez has got to sit him down here. And it's going to be hit right to Cordova at third. Cordova gets the tag out. The run will score. But that is the second out of the inning for the Willcox Cowboys. So now 9-2. Bearcats on top. And number 6, Jesse James, going to come to the plate. Had a big game against the Tombstone Yellow Jackets a couple of days ago. So 9-2. So we will have one more half inning of play after this one. And that is skied way up. Smooth Joe calling it off, and he's going to get Willcox out of the inning. But Willcox down 7 in less than 20 minutes to try to finish this thing off and get out of Bisbee, Arizona with a win. Give me just a moment. I need to make a PA service announcement. I'll be right back. Good afternoon, baseball fans. Just a reminder that the Bisbee Snack Shack has carne asada plates today for $10. I've already had some. It's delicious. Get over there and enjoy some Bisbee Puma carne asada. So here we are. Let's see. Is that Wade back on the mound again? I believe so. So Wade trying to finish off this 2-run performance. I believe that's him. I can't get his number. Yep, that is Seth Wade back on the mound. Trying to finish off this 2-run performance on the bump and get Ray out of here. What a bus ride home that's going to be for the Ray Bearcats. This is one of those weekend tournaments that you're never going to forget. You're a 1A team and you come down into Bisbee, Arizona, Warren Ballpark, the most historic place to play a high school baseball game, and knock off the prohibitive favorites in 2A baseball, the Bisbee Pumas and the Tombstone Yellow Jackets, and then put a cherry on that Sunday with the Willcox Cowboys? My goodness, what a weekend for the Ray Bearcats, assuming that they get out of this thing. There's Andreas Correa at the plate here, numero 8 in your scorecards. So 7-run deficit, and what I'm presuming is 1/2 of an inning to try to get it back. Again, stick around, folks. We will have one last game here at the Warren Ballpark Classic tournament, and that will be the Tombstone Yellow Jackets taking on the Cougars out of Swaharo. I don't care how I say it. That ball is going to be in the dirt, 1-0. So Willcox is going to have a rally. It's going to start at the bat of Andres Correa. One-0, foul back, 1-1. You almost had the timing on that one, just missed. Chester doing a great job behind the plate today. When you come down to Cochise County, you better be good behind the plate. That's what we do. We have good catchers. 1-1. That is going to be a beautiful lift, but just foul down the right field line. So Correa goes down 1-2. So 1-2 pitch. Wade just misses on the inside. 2-2. I thought he got him. It's a good looking pitch, but the ump didn't agree with me. 2-2. Foul back. Stay alive swing from Correa. He tried to hit it at the carne asada. Don't take out the grill, Correa. Festive day at the ballpark. It isn't as cold as it has been, so a lot more of a festive atmosphere. The last 2 days of baseball for these fans and all your broadcasters has just been survival. But today it's a little sunnier and a little less windy, so not as bad today. It's turning into actually quite a beautiful afternoon. You'll never know by me because I'm dressed up like an Eskimo, but that's because, I've been cold all week. So 9-2, Bearcats over the Cowboys here in the bottom half of the fourth. Correa still staying alive at that plate, 2-2. That's going to catch the outside corner. Correa knew it. He just started walking right back to the dugout. So 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. And we're going to back to the top of the lineup with Jerry Reyes. Bearcats going to have a quick meeting on the mound about something, but probably how fun that bus ride home's going to be. Going to be bumping some music. Oh, my goodness. What a weekend of baseball for them. Like I said, your local friendly broadcaster just calls it like he sees it. First pitch to Reyes, fouled off. Ward again going after, Coach Ward again going after with no gloves. He's a crazy person. It's the most action the left fielder has gotten all day, is going to retrieve those foul balls. Reyes now down 0-1 at the plate here in the bottom of the 4th. Yeah, misses the outside corner just barely. 1-1. Lena Teeter's in the chat saying, let's get some runs, Cowboys. Yeah, somebody in the chat saying, awesome game, Bearcats. That was fouled back. Reyes mad at himself. But yeah, and probably from what I know, this team, I thought they came in here 2-6, but everybody was convinced that they were winless coming into this tournament. Well, they're not winless anymore. 2-2 is going to miss low and outside. 3-2. Assuming that Willcox doesn't come back from the 7-run deficit with 2 outs to go. We've seen crazier things. Like Bisbee pulled it off last night against these Ray Bearcats. They were down 6-1, and in the last inning took a 7-6 lead. But that's going to be a walk. Reyes on first. So Willcox not quite done yet. Smooth Joe back to the plate for his 3rd appearance. I don't see any Yellow Jackets in the house yet. Is there any Tombstone kids sitting over there? I can't see over there. I don't see any Yellow Jackets in the house yet. And it's only about a 20-minute drive from Tombstone to Bisbee, so a beautiful drive, too. The whole drive from Bisbee all the way through Tombstone, St. David, up to Benson is a beautiful drive. Anytime you had to go to St. David, it's a good time. 1-0. That's a strike. 1-1 to Sanchez. One and one pitch. Outside, 2-1. So Sanchez trying to keep Willcox alive here on the bottom of the 4th. That brushes Sanchez back out of the box. That's going to make it 3-1. Sanchez can pull a walk here. There'll be 2 runners on. And Willcox can maybe start thinking about a rally. Oh, but he swings through it, full count. Again, folks, stick around. One last game here being broadcast on Cool FM Live Sports for the weekend. That's going to be the Tombstone Yellow Jackets and DJ Elias on the bump. Full count pitch. That is a walk. Sanchez is on. 2 runners on for the Cowboys. That's going to bring up Ant-Man. And the coach going to have the Ray, going to go out there and talk to the pitcher and say, hey, brother, we got to finish this thing off and get out of here with this win. I know it's still a 7-run lead, but baseball is a funny little game when it comes to momentum. And all of a sudden you have 2 runners on, Ant-Man and Ty Scholl coming to the plate, and all of a sudden it could be 9-5 really quickly. While they meet at the mound, please allow me to thank American Southwest Credit Union with better rates and personalized service. They are an equal opportunity lender. Go to ASCU.org. Thank you to SOSI, every play, every pass, every goal, with us every step of the way. Go to SOSI.com. And thanks to Right Way, serving all of Cochise County, doing electrical, heating, cooling, and refrigeration the right way. So thank you to all of our new sponsors. And again, stick around for the doubleheader today, Tombstone Yellow Jackets. Ant-Man at the plate is going to take the first one outside 1-0. So Ty Scholl coming up. Ty Scholl's got a hot bat today. If Ant-Man can somehow get these bases loaded, Scholl might bring in a couple of ribbies. That's going to be outside as well, and that's going to advance the runners. 2 in scoring position now for the Cowboys. Not quite done yet. This will be the last half of inning. We were under 10 minutes of play here, so they're not going to start a 5th inning. Unless Willcox makes it like 9-8, then they might try to squeeze one in. That's going to find the outside corner, 2-1. Two runners in scoring position for Ant-Man. That also finds the outside corner, 2-2. Coach Ward telling him, let that thing go, brother. And he does, but he gets struck out. So that's going to be the second out. One presumed out left in this game. But Ty Scholl, 2 for 2 on the day. 2 runners in scoring position. So he's like, we may not get the win, but 3 for 3 with some RBI sounds good for Ty. Ty swings through at 0-1. One delivery into Ty. Ty's going to rip it into center, but right at the center fielder into the glove. That's going to end the inning. Willcox stranding a lot of runners out there today on those base paths. I don't know if Willcox is going back out to play defense or not. 8.5 minutes on the clock. Normally in this tournament, they've normally just called games like this. I'm not sure. There's only 3 players out there. Not sure. So it looks like we're going to continue playing baseball here. So we may get some extra time here in this game. No, the last game, the St. David game was 10-1, and there was 10 minutes on the clock since they called it. So, but Coach Ward said, my boys ain't done yet. So Willcox looking for a 1-2-3 inning. And one last time during this game, please allow me to thank Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, television, and internet. Go to allofiber.com to experience the difference. So, one more inning. Not quite done yet. That's going to be number 7, Jackson Cued at the plate for another appearance today. Smooth Joe still on the bump. And that's going to be a missed bunt attempt for a strike, 0-1. The game's running a little behind today. As Nelson was telling me, they got a 15-minute late start this morning in the first game. So looks like everybody's going to be running just about 15 minutes behind today. I'm going to enjoy me some Tombstone Yellow Jacket baseball and then go on to what is a very, very rare day off. During baseball season, not a lot of days off for Paul and Dave, I tell you. Between that and our regular jobs, our day jobs, or for me, in my case, night job. But it's all gas, no brakes around here on Cool FM, getting you as much coverage of these kids as we can. So 2-1 to Cued now. Fouled off 2-2. Still no sign of the Yellow Jackets. Maybe there is no Tombstone game. I don't know. I'm sure they're lurking around somewhere, but yeah, it's normally you'd see them. Oh, okay. The Yellow Jackets are in the house with those sweet new hats. I told Coach Milligan, you tell DJ, you better get me a win. If I'm going to stick around, I want to see some DJ Elias showcasing. That's going to be outside, 3-2. That's going to be fouled off, staying alive in the box by Cued. Full count. So here we are. Sanchez trying to sit him down. And he hits his fourth batter of the game. These kids are crowding the plate, but hits his fourth batter of the game. He did not really attempt to get out of the way of that one, but Ump says we good. So let's move on. It's going to bring number 1, James Ruiz, top of the order, back to the plate. And another meeting at the mound with Coach Ward and Smooth Joe. So it looks like Smooth Joe is going to be done for the day on the mound. And we're going to warm up another pitcher. And the only thing that's got me so curious is the amount of time on that clock. As Nelson just pointed out, we were only 20 minutes away from the 4 o'clock game. That's the only thing that's got everybody kind of curious right now. Oh, it looks like we are going to get an appearance from a young man that Coach Ward speaks very highly of, and that's Robert Hill Jr., the freshman. Said this kid is a very special athlete and part of the future of the Willcox Cowboys. So we're going to let Robert Hill Jr. warm up here, folks, and we'll be back with you in just one moment. So Robert Hill Jr. warming up. The Cowboys are going to give one more chance. Still no outs in this game. There is a runner on first. No outs in this inning, I should say. The Cowboys trying to give themselves an opportunity to get a win in the last game of this tournament. Looks like Robert Hill Jr. is just about ready. We can get action resumed here at Warren Ballpark. And again, James Ruiz, top of the order, back up to the plate for the Bearcats, who I would have assumed that they thought they were done. So this extra inning, they're like, fine, we'll keep going. You think it's a fluke? Well, we'll do it for another inning. A runner on, no outs. Top of the 5th. And a good freshman on the bump, Robert Hill. Ruiz showing bunt. They're going to try to throw him out at second. unsuccessfully stolen base by the Bearcats. We're now runner in scoring position. 1-0 on the hitter, Ruiz. And runner takes off for third. Ruiz swings through at 1-1, but now runner 90 feet away for scoring. Bearcats are like, you're going to make us keep playing, and we're going to keep scoring. Time is officially run out on the clock. Umpire is going to talk about something. Not sure what the discussion is with the umps. So 1-1. Ruiz still in the box. That ball is going to be low, 2-1. But again, talking with Coach Ward about the young man on the mound, he's very excited about Robert Hill Jr. in all sports, football and baseball. That's going to be outside, 3-1. Everyone, that's going to be knocked to first base. Easy play, but it's going to score a run. 1 out, but now 10-2. Bearcats on top. That's going to bring up Mark Chester. So nobody on now after the run scores and the out at first. That's going to be hit to third. Let's see a smooth Joe. Oh, it's off his foot. Oh, Chester is a little banged up on that one. It went off his left knee. So he's a little banged up. Willcox dugout still chirping because he got this baseball. Because why not? Here comes the delivery from Hill. That's going to hit the inside corner, 0-2. That's going to be knocked to third. Smooth Joe with the ball. Nice snag. Throw unsuccessful to Morales at first, so another runner on. They're going to have a courtesy runner coming in for the Bearcats. And Logan Rice at the plate. Another runner on for the Bearcats. First pitch into Rice. Outside, 1-0. From Hill to Rice, he swings through the outside pitch, 1-1. Some movement on that one had Rice fooled. And that's fouled back, 1-2. Hill getting ahead of the hitter. One and two count. Outside, 2-2. Thanks to everybody that joined me here today. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying the ambient, Mike Paul Quarter. Stolen base attempt and another successful stolen base for the Bearcats. Full count to the hitter, Rice. And yes, Paul Quarter, I wasn't braving it today. It's too windy and I'm too tired. But, Paul Corder, while I have you, you know those game changer bags that I'm looking at on the fence? Why don't we use one of those instead of strapping it up with zip ties? Looks like it would make our lives a lot easier. Food for thought. Full count into Rice and hit right to Smooth Joe at third. Joe's over with the throw. Good play defensively. Second out of the inning for the Cowboys. That's going to bring up R.J. Nunez for his final at-bat of the Warren Ballpark Classic. They put out quite the pitching display on Thursday, only giving up 2 runs to the Tombstone Yellow Jackets. That's just something you can write home to mom about. That ball lands right in front of Reyes. And he's not going to be able to get the runner at third, so they advance another runner. Runner on third with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. One-0 delivery into Nunez. That's going to be high, 2-0. He was going to swing the bat, but it was high. 2-0 pitch. High fly ball into left field. Willcox is out of the inning going into the bottom of the 5th, down 10-2. They're not going to call it now with Willcox getting another chance at the plate, are they? I am not. Okay, no, it looks like we're going to play one more half of an inning of baseball here. Overtime baseball in Bisbee, Arizona today. Willcox is a massive 8-run deficit, so it's going to take the rally of a lifetime for the Cowboys. And this game will be followed by DJ Elias and the Tombstone Yellow Jackets and finish off tonight by the Bisbee Pumas. Willcox one more chance at the plate today. We're in the tournament. Let's see. We have a new pitcher on the mound. I'm going to try to get the number and identify him. Number 15, Logan Rice, is going to finish the job off for the Ray Bearcats. And unless Willcox scores 9 runs in this half of an inning, Ray Bearcats are going back with a bunch of smiles on their faces. In between innings, please allow me to thank Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, now open 9 to 2 on Saturdays, and Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up. Oh, so you said the word money as in you agreed with my idea about the game changer bags. I'm like, that would make our lives so much easier. Just hook them onto the fence. We're good to go. Plug in. So I believe this is Asher Ward coming to the plate. Yes, it is. Asher Ward, followed by a player that I don't have on my roster. Let me see what we got here. 17. Garay. That's going to be a first one for me. 0-1 to the kid, though. That's going to be a strike. 0-2. 2 quick strikes to Asher Ward. Oh, and 2. Oh, and he gets that. Asher does not like the call, but the umpire says that's enough. Go back to the bench. And again, a new kid here for the Willcox Cowboys, not even on the roster, but number 17, last name Garay. G-A-R-A-Y, Garay. Lefty in the box. A little velocity from Rice on the bump. That one was inside 1-0. Little zip on that. If you folks want to see some zip, stick around for DJ Elias. It's going to be hit right up the middle, but well played by Short. That's second out. Willcox down to the last out of the Warren Ballpark Classic, where they make the safe trip back to Cowboy Country. But again, Cowboys, we'll be seeing you soon. So, Severo Torres at the plate. Possibly the last batter of the Warren Ballpark Classic for the Cowboys. Swings through at 0-1. Again, Coach Ward, he lots to work on for the Cowboys. Young team, long season. So we'll see how it goes for the Willcox going forward. That's going to be outside 1-1. And there's going to be a quick break in between games, and then we'll be right back with the Tombstone Yellow Jackets against the Saguaro Cougars. Saguaro, there it is. 2-1 now to Severo. Outside 3-1.
Love you, Cheryl.
3-1 pitch in the dirt. That's going to be a walk. And here comes the freshman, Robert Hill Jr. Trying to show the world what Coach Ward is so excited about. Oh, he takes a big old hack at some high heat, but misses it. Swings through that 0-2. Got a little indecisive on that one and just let the bat get away from him. Foul back, staying alive by Robert Hill Jr., but down to 0-2 in the count. And the Ray Bearcats are going to drive home very, very happy. Taking down Tombstone, then Bisbee, and finishing it off with Willcox. Impressive weekend. Misses just high on that. 1-2. Gets him, and that's going to do it. The Ray Bearcats, what a weekend to remember for them. And the Willcox Cowboys are going to head back to Willcox nice and safely. We will see you soon, my friends. But, folks, again, stick around. Doubleheader time. Coming up next, the Tombstone Yellow Jackets taking on the Cougars. See you, folks, in just a moment.